Hello everybody, it's me, David Brown. I'm here to share this week's Design and Dialogue. Having a great week here at DBI, starting to warm up here in the desert, which I enjoy a great deal. I know it's been cold and windy for a lot of the country, so I hope you're making it through. What I want to share in this week's Design and Dialogue is the fourth and final part in my series on skills needed to be a design leader in the architecture and interior design industry. We've talked about how to manage projects and all those types of things, and what I want to dive into today is probably the least talked about, but probably one of the most important aspects of being a good leader, a good director in the design industry, and that's self-management. And this is about being aware of who you are. Some people call it emotional intelligence, some people call it self-awareness, self-help. It has a lot of these different terms, but it's just really being in tune with who you are and understanding how to manage yourself. These are pretty straightforward, and they really don't require any kind of business degree or anything of that nature. It's really about how you present yourself and a lot about how you recuperate from the work that you do. So let's kind of dive into it. There's a few of these to go through, but I'll hit them really high. And then, of course, always, if you want to hear more about these or talk in more depth, you can reach out to me directly. We can talk about what these mean, what I've seen them in other people, how they've manifested themselves in different companies, etc. So, to it. What is the first one that we need to talk about? The first one is self-care. This is the foundation of being a good manager and being able to care for yourself. Now, for me, that means exercise. That means getting outdoors and taking a run. I still lift weights and things of that nature. But it is whatever in your world helps you refuel. Make sure there's time for that. Make sure that that is a priority when you think about all the things that call for your time and pull at your world. Self-care has got to be there, because if it's not, you're going to burn out, and then you're not going to do anyone any good in that leadership role. So think about it. What is your self-care moment? Is it vacation with family? Is it spa day? Is it exercise? Whatever it is that just refuels the battery for you, make it a priority and do it. The second thing is being aware of your mindset. This is critical. You are being looked at all angles when you're on the job. Those that report to you are looking to you as an example of what to be as a leader, and as they grow into that role, management and maybe those above you are looking how you manage your team and influence and mentor and things of that nature. You're kind of always on the spotlight, in the spotlight when you're doing this. And so being aware of your mindset at all times is critical. Don't fly off the handle. Don't let things get out of control. Don't be too casual, right? It's a balance of emotion, and it's a challenging job to be in that director level position. You want to be supportive, you want to be a mentor, you want to be understanding and part of their world, but you can't be too much of that. You need to be distant, you need to be managerial, and you need to be kind of directive and authoritarian, but not too much of that either, right? So this is about a balance, and the way to start to understand that balance is the first step, which is just being aware of your mindset. The third thing is being able to set boundaries, and this is critical. If you're not able to set boundaries around personal and work, set boundaries around the team and other teams, even setting boundaries up the chain to management and leadership, you're going to burn out again. Make sure you understand where your boundaries are. And look, we sometimes must go beyond our boundaries, right? That's just part of the job. But if you understand where those boundaries are and what too far is, you're going to be a much better leader. The fourth thing, and this is one that I think is critical, be kind, be nice to people. Don't come in and be a jerk. I know sometimes we feel stress, and sometimes it's easy to kind of flame up and yell or agitate, and these types of things, it never really works. It may feel good in the moment, and it might feel like the right thing to do, but you're going to catch more flies with honey. That's just the way that it goes. So be kind. Understand what your team is going through. Develop feedback. Provide an opportunity for them to share with you, and then when they do, be kind. When things go awry, Be firm, but be kind. If you thread kindness through everything you do, you're going to be a success in whatever you do. The last thing I want to talk about is celebration. There's not enough of this, I feel sometimes, and there's not a carved out moment that says we need to celebrate ourselves, our successes, our wins, big and little. And as a leader, if you can incorporate a celebratory attitude, not so much so that everything's a circus, right? You don't want that. But if you can celebrate wins, big and small, you're going to be respected and you're going to grow in your career. That's it. It's been a long month getting through these different skill sets. There are a lot of them that I have shared, I know. I would imagine that I'm going to put a little white paper together about all this. So that's going to be on the website, so you can go down and download and use it as a reference. But for now, I encourage you to go back to the other videos, take a look at them. And as always, if you have questions, reach out to me. That's everything for today. I really appreciate your time on this journey. I think that training and being prepared to move into that director level is critical to the success of you, to your firm, and I think as the industry as a whole. Okay, everybody, have a great Wednesday. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.